Hello, my dear friends on Facebook and YouTube, anywhere else that you guys are watching me through. This is Paul Arakelyan, and I'm starting a program today to talk about businesses. It is very important for those people who have businesses, and obviously it takes a lot from someone to start up a business, and it takes a lot more to maintain a business, and certainly a lot of effort to be profitable. But one of the most important things would be to be able to maintain the business value and asset, and to make sure that the business remains in those hands that are properly supposed to be handling the business. So with that said, let's start talking about what can hurt a business. Well, you guys all know that overhead is a big issue, right? So the smarter business people try to have a variable overhead and not a fixed overhead, because just in case anything goes wrong, that fixed expense could potentially take the business value and diminish it to a point that can't be sellable anymore. So what does one do in case it's something that's beyond their control? Meaning, like, if they became disabled and they still had the overhead. I mean, overhead could be anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 a month. It could be all your employees, or it could be even $50,000 a month. Your office rent or building rent, and anything, right? Anything could be your overhead. So there is a plan to protect a business owner in case of disability for 24 months to pay all their expenses, meaning, up to maybe about, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month of expenses. So if the business owner becomes disabled, right, and they're able to get $50,000 or $30,000 a month to cover their expenses, and are able to maintain that business running, but after about a couple of years decides that, the health is not going to get any better, I'm not going to be able to go back to work, might as well just sell that business, right? The business will have value because they've kept the business running. The fact that they were disabled and they could not go to work and make more money and pay employees and pay salaries and pay rent and whatever did not destroy that business. So it's very important for a business owner to have that type of protection, to be able to carry the business. So eventually, after 2 years, if the person decides that they're not going to go back to work, it's a better idea to have the same balance sheets and everything else, the business working, being profitable, this and that. Sell the business, make some money out of it, cash out, and get out. So that's one of the things that could potentially kill a business, right? If the person did not have any kind of protection during a disability to cover all the overhead. Or maybe they even wanted to bring somebody else to do their job. They want to pay the guy a top dollar to come and take care of the business so the business stays profitable. They could do that because they're getting $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month coming to them to cover all those expenses. So that's a very important benefit for a business to have. And you could consult with your own tax advisors about deductibility and everything else for having that type of a benefit. And if you decide that something that you don't have and you want to have because your business absolutely needs something like this to protect it from those kind of catastrophic events, give Legacy Partners a call, set up an appointment, come meet one of our qualified advisors and talk to them. So another idea about businesses, another type of business planning that businesses definitely need is when they have partnerships, right? When businesses are, partnerships, then that business needs to have what's called a buy-sell agreement, meaning that between the 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 partners, they need to have an agreement set up where if one of the partners gets disabled and is not working, guess what? The other partners are supposed to be legally paying this guy the same amount of monthly income when he's off work, because that's what, when the person, in case of death, the partnership completely dissolves. But in case of disability, the person still needs to get paid. It's their business. So, what would happen is if you did not have a buy-sell agreement that had disability buyout program included in there, to have the insurance company come in and basically pay the guy off or buy him out, then the other two partners or the other one partner is going to have to be working on a daily basis, earning income, start having this really sour relationship, because guys, like, I'm sitting here working, I'm doing everything, and he's home because he got sick. He had to have a stent placement in his heart or whatever, and then all of a sudden the guy's at fault for having a health condition because this partner's paying them without him working, coming to work, or her working. Why not have something done, guys? Why not have some kind of a proper planning in place that could go and pay this guy off? An insurance company pays the guy off, not you, not the partner. So the partner needs to bring somebody in, because that one person's missing now, disabled. They need to get somebody to come in, and they need to be able to pay that somebody some kind of money. Well, if they can help the business grow, they can do the same job as the partner who's now sick and can't work. If they can do that, then it's okay for them to get paid, but not by not doing anything. But they're supposed to be getting paid because they're a partner in the business. Or they could even force you to sell the business. Say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to get any better. So you know what? I want to sell my shares. You got to buy me out. So guys got to have money to buy him out. Well, if they're not liquid enough, what are they going to come up with the money from, right? That's a difficult question. So if they had done a proper planning, if they sat down with the proper professional to sit down and do a planning, and they did end up having those kinds of protection programs in place, then the insurance company would come in and just pay off the guy. So this partner maintains a good relationship, goes and visits his friend who's got health problems or whatever with good feelings, takes him, good vitamins or nutrients or whatever, good food or whatever, says, hey, brother, I'm so sorry that this had to happen, but hey, at least we got you all paid off and everything. Now you're okay, your family's okay, everybody's surviving and doing great. Instead, not saying, man, I can't believe this guy he didn't take care of himself, or what. Now the guy's at fault because he got sick, now because he is on this guy's nickel. Well, that all can be avoided, guys. If you're a businessman, if you have a partnership situation, you need to have that. Number two problem with the partnerships that needs to get resolved. So there's two partners, for example, or three partners or five partners, makes no difference. They need to have that buy-sell agreement for life insurance as well. So just imagine, if a partner dies, the partnership dissolves. So the one that's alive, or the five people that are still alive, they need to pay off that guy's wife, or they need to give them their percentage of that business's worth to the wife. Or the wife needs to stay and come and deal with these people. So now these partners who only knew the wife for Christmas parties or whatever, all of a sudden that lady now is their partner. Or it could be vice versa. It could be the husband of a lady that died that was a partner in the business. She died, the husband's now coming in, the guy has no idea about the business, all of a sudden he's there making decisions, he or she. So now these partners that are alive, or the partner that's alive, is dealing with somebody that's not their business partner. That's just enormous amounts of problems. That all could have been avoided. This business was making money, they were healthy, they were good. Why not sit down and do a business buy-sell agreement and get the proper amounts of insurance, do the evaluation of the business, get everything, do the appraisals and everything, get the true value of the business, and get it paid? Why not do things that are important just because you're not being forced, guys? Just because it's not mandatory, you're not doing it, you're overlooking these things. But those are the things that destroy businesses. Those are the things that kill businesses. Just because your auto insurance is mandatory, now everybody's got auto insurance, or health insurance is mandatory, everybody's got health insurance. But what about the businesses that you guys work so hard for owning and starting, the partnerships that you guys start? Why not have the proper protection put in place to protect those businesses, to get those agreements in between these people, and get a third party, large insurance company with large assets to come and pay for all the liabilities that will occur or take place in case of a death or a disability of a partner? So that's just a couple of the issues for a business that's running. That, a couple of the planning things that needs to get done, absolutely. So you guys need to call Legacy Partners, set up an appointment. There's a phone number there on your screen, and meet a qualified advisor and talk to them. And then there's other problems, then there's other issues like exit strategies for businesses, right? So somebody needs to do some kind of exit planning for a business. You know, that could include partially part of the tax planning for the business, right? It could include also who's going to take over the business and how things are going to be handled, what kind of money is going to get transferred, you know, and maybe there needs to be some stock ownership programs put in place to get wealth transferred, to make things easier and better if it's going to get transferred, if it, you know, a son or a daughter is going to inherit the business. So there needs to be a lot of planning done for the business. Just by going and renting the space or buying space and starting a business, doing some marketing, some advertising, making money, does not mean that your business is doing really well. You need to have a setup, a system put in place for your business to continue and have success and to be able to you know, maintain itself in case something goes terribly wrong. Otherwise, that business could be just, you know, lost. If one partner gets disabled or died, and what are the chances? Just like anybody else, 50-50. I mean, it can happen to anybody, right? It can happen to anybody at any given time. So you guys, if you've done, you know, so much to have started a business and you have partners and whatever, you need a different kind of planning. If you just have your own business, you need a different kind of planning. But at the end of the day, you guys definitely need to do some planning for your businesses. Give us a call, give Legacy a call. We have programs, and I can use at least 8 attorneys in my back office that will come and help you with your own setups. That Legacy Partners has all these attorneys and advanced planners at their disposal, so you guys can definitely benefit from that if you're a business owner or any kind of advanced planning, estate planning, or you know, generation planning and whatever. You guys can come out and get the best possible advice in the industry, just because of our relationships that we have with certain companies at general agencies. We have all those people available to help, and you know, if we add everybody's experience together, I mean, it's going to be pretty nice. A few hundred years worth of experience between all these professional advisors that work you know, under one umbrella and are willing to help you. So give us a call, set up an appointment, come by our office and learn about what we can do to help secure your business and secure the future of your business, and even the transfer of your business to the next generation. Thank you very, very much. Have a wonderful you know, long weekend. Stay safe, stay out of trouble, and I hope to see you guys soon next week. Bye-bye.